Hello everyone. Vogue Name Live. Just so you know, I am going to go to the washroom, and then I will be right back with the live stream. It looks like it's upcoming on YouTube. Okay, BRB. All right, there we go. Actually, turning my mic on will probably be good. That's not the right one. We need the overlay. Hello, overlay and Katie and all the good stuff. I'm here. So, we just finished up presenting for Vogue Knitting Live, which strangely enough was super nerve-wracking. I'm not 100% sure why, but you know, stuff happens sometimes. Just realized I wanted to check something before we start. But yeah, it went really well. So if you're coming over here from that, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for joining me on this stream anyway. I really appreciate it. I am definitely umming a lot. I am sorry for that. But things are happening. Alrighty, so what are we going to work on today? We're going to work on getting ready to go with the fabrics for April. Not like we haven't already been doing that, but it's like I really need to like head down and get some stuff done. Which means I should just stop umming about it and jump into it. The shop update is live. That is actually something I am going to update. We need the second color block along with the, okay, so that's that one. That's one, that one. This is the one I want to edit. Shop update. Now live. Italianekozuki.com. In case you would like to go and get anything that your heart may desire, and obviously you can afford, hopefully. There we go. All right. Oh, yeah, like I said, I was super nervous through that. I don't know why, because it's not like I don't come on and basically just stream of consciousness at you all constantly. But I guess maybe having a little bit more formal or something. It's not worth overanalyzing, but it was interesting at least. Okay, we're gonna move that back. Ugh, there we go. All right, so we're at the point where I got actually a significant number of the whips done and dusted. And we got all those pencil cut. If you've been following along, we got all the pencil pouches done. We got the notions pouches done that I had like sorted out of stuff. I've obviously got stacks of fabric. So first things first, I think what we gotta do is we gotta sort through this stack of fabric that's already cut. I did actually tidy up a little bit underneath the desk today. I didn't tidy up in like terms of I can really like cut stuff out of the bins or anything, but they're off the floor, so now I can like focus on what's on the desk for now. I'm gonna actually move this here, and actually it's not as messy under the desk, so it's gonna make my life easier. There's still stuff all over the floor. No matter what I do, there's always a mess. All right, so I don't even know where to start, which is just not good. I know that I should just start, but it's like a little bit of a dither because it's like, what are we going to do? What should we do? Oh, there is a whole stack of smaller cuts in here. Alrighty. My bins, they keep surprising me with the stuff. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's get out of there. Let's get some new fabrics into the rotation. What are you? You are a big bag cut. Yeah, or close enough to a big bag cut at least. So that can go over there. This is handles for the remainder of the bags out of this pile that we want to make into box bags. I did print and cut out that's a handle for dog fabric back here, which I see right there, so that's perfect. I did go in and what did I do? I can't even remember what I did. I did something. Oh, I cut out the mini NCW, or the mini necessary clutch wallet. So it is set up and ready to go for stuff when we get there. This is a small box bag that's going to happen, and then we've got the handle here as well. I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll do a small box bag. We'll just do 2 small box bags out of that. Okay, so we're going to start a small box bag cut pile here. These ones are not cut yet, so we're not going to touch them yet. These were just like demo fabrics that I was showing off for Vogue Knitting Live. So we don't really need them here yet. I don't know what you're for. I don't know what you're for. You are handles. Don't know what you're for either, so you're just going to go back over here. Oh, I just realized what we should do is we should actually work on that embroidery bag today. Okay, one moment. I'm going to go grab the pattern that I was going to use for that. And then we will we'll do things. 1 second. Okay, let's find an experiment fabric. So that is the pattern I think we're going to use. What should be? Oh, there's the other one. Another pink fabric. Someone really liked the black cats on pianos, and so that's we're going to keep that to the top of the fabrics here for now. Oh, there's the red. So let's pop it with the red. So we need a fairly large piece of fabric there. Let's use popcorn cats. Because why not? Let's use popcorn cats. Okay, so this should be the last time we have to do an experiment with this fabric, or with this pattern, hopefully. Now the question is, okay, so what does it want for cuts? It wants an exterior, a lining, and a fusible interfacing. And then for this one, it needs an exterior, a lining, and a fusible interfacing. And then it wants a, this is supposed to be out of lining, this is a pocket cut. But instead of doing the pocket from the lining, we're going to do it from the exterior, because that'll be cute. Cuter. And then, so like, how large is this? Is this going to be big enough? I think we're going to be satisfied with this, and then I'm just going to base it. And then if we need larger pouches, there'll be special order or something like that, because that is a lot of fabric to have to cut this direction. Can I do it selvage to selvage? I can do it selvage to selvage in one cut. So the issue there being that this would only work with non-directional prints that way. Then we run into the same problem as I ran into with the wedge bags, in that, well, then all I do is we fold it in half and then I just sew it together. So, and then we cut the actual top out of the fabric later. So add some like seam allowance and stuff like that. Hello, we are doing the debate about what we're going to do. I know I said I was going to deal with this pile of fabrics and we were going to do a bunch of bags, but I realized that I've also been promising this bag to this woman since Knit City, so I need to actually sew it. Yay! Katie is really far behind right now. But I'll catch up. We'll get there. Whatever. She's been extremely patient, and that's what I'm worried about, is that I do want to get this done and for her done. So let's get this cut. Should I do it the experimental way? No, we're going to sew it based on the pattern for now. And then once we know that it's for sure what I want to sew, then we will go in and actually like do rejigging of whatever I need to do. So this, what I'm trying to work on right now is actually an embroidery bag, or like an embroidery hoop bag. It has been something that's been on my list for a really long time. And I got a request for one at Knit City, which was in September. I messed around without a pattern for a bit because I was like, oh, we need 3 pockets. We don't need 3 pockets. I discussed it with the woman who wants to custom order one. We're going to do 2 pockets. And so I found a pattern that's 2 pockets, and so I don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just make the thing, Katie. And so that's what we're going to do. We're not going to reinvent the wheel, at least until we figure out. So we'll make sure that this comes out to measurements that are similar to what I want for the size of hoop that we're going to need. And then we will figure out other details. So like for directional prints, how to actually basically add on a seam allowance. Now I'm pretty sure that if I want to make this larger, it's going to be easy to expand it. But having also the curve of this, like this isn't going to get wider, I don't think. It's just going to get taller if I do any changes, really. We'll see. I don't know. But let's get everything for this cut first while we're in the studio. Or at least we'll get the exteriors cut while we're working on exteriors. And then I'll go in and we'll do interiors, blah, 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 when we're doing everything else. But at least if I've got this mostly cut, I'm like one step closer to actually having it finished. I'm sorry, Leah. Thank you for your patience. So if you're joining me from Vogue, this is the creative chaos side of things, of like we are just slamming things on the cutting table and going for it. If you're not coming from Vogue, thank you so much for coming back. Yeah, it has been one of those days anyway. The eldest had a fever actually when they woke up last night, so that was fun. Means that we're staying home today. Usually they have gymnastics and stuff like that, and we're supposed to have friends over tomorrow, and it's just like, well, no, the child is sick. It's one thing to have like a little bit of a stuffy nose, that's bad enough, but like this was fever and everything. And Dallas just said that they were like complaining that their ears hurt and stuff like that. So like that's not normal. That goes into the pile for my friend. Anyway, so yeah, we're not on lockdown, just we'll limit our contact. So that hopefully stuff doesn't get worse. And so we don't pass it on either. Yeah. Had an 8-mile run yesterday, which actually went extremely well. Was not the fastest, but that's okay. It wasn't meant to be the fastest, and it just kind of ticked along, which was awesome. I fought for my life on my 8-mile runs last year, and I definitely didn't feel like that yesterday, at least. So that's also a massive improvement versus what it was previously. Okay, that looks too small. Damn it. Is it actually too small? I think it might be too small. Which way does it look like it's too small, though? That's the question. Ding. Okay. Height and width look like they should be fine. So I guess we'll find out here in a few minutes what exactly is going on when I actually go to sew it. Whatever. It's a good starting place. And then at least, like I said, I've got the generalized kind of swoop of the top and stuff like that. And then that looks like this will be close enough. So what we'll do is we'll take a little bit. It works. Sweet. Okay. It is tight, but it works. There we go. Now we're going to go in and we're going to trim down this side as well. And then I'll also trim off the selvage. And then we'll cut the interior a little bit later. Get out of here. So I know that I don't normally stream on Saturdays, but obviously I am here today because Dallas is home. So he's able to chill with the kiddos for now. All right, and then that's, so basically this is going to make a two pocket pouch with another small pocket on the interior. Okay, so that's looking good though. And then I think we'll just take, sweet. That is like the best case scenario for fabric usage, because there's the pocket too. This actually says to do it on the lining, but if it reduces waste like that, not that that would be a waste. I would use it for a notions pouch or something. But I love it. Also heads up that that thing has been done. The update has gone through. Blah, blah, blah. And it's available in the web shop now as well. I am so all over the place right now. I think we need to do a good reset. Okay. An assessment of what I'm actually doing here today. I had a plan when I came down earlier, and now it's just kind of like, poof, gone. As I get attacked by stuff behind me, you know. Okay, so what are we actually doing? We are trying to prep for April. We have a restock on the Kato bags already done. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and see where I'm actually at for product numbers in the inventory. And dun, 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 dun. Let's see here. Inventory active. And then we're going to do, okay, so beaded stitch markers are in. Big bags are in. Got lots of cake cozies. We've got cable locks. Got canvas pencil pouches are good. Cat paws are good. Corner bookmarks apparently are saying that they only have 5 in stock for 39 variants. I'm going to have to go in and actually check the numbers on that one. Progress keepers. We've got individual progress keepers. We've got 20 Kato bags. So we need to get some more Kato bags. Which works because we're going to be working mostly with large box bag cuts. Yeah, okay, so large box bags, we have 8. That's not going to work. We need to do more large box bags And we also need to do, I'm pretty sure small box bags, there's very few as well. Needle stashers, there's 36, so we're good on needle stashers. Notions pouches are not online, but I know that we just finished a bunch. And planner pouches are not online, but we just finished a bunch. There's 12 for 7. Okay, so the small box bags got hit as soon as I did the update. So there's 12 out of 17 available right now. So we need to do large box bag. Where are the big bags at for stock numbers? Oh, right, because I called them tote bags. That's why we haven't got to it yet. Why are you active? You should be draft. Get out of here. Tote bags, tote bags, tote bags. There's 13 out of 14. Okay, so we're just, I was like, we've just done a big restock on big bags. We've just done a restock on small box bags. And now it's like, oh, we need to do a stock on both of those. Okay. So basically, we just got to sew all the things. The most desperate is large box bags. So let's write down a sketch of a plan. Oh, goodness. Cell phone bag. Okay, I do want to keep that because that's generalized. That's the book sleeve stuff. Large hard cover. That's the other book sleeve things. That was a cut list, and so we can use the back of that. Okay, so we want, okay, desperate need. Large box bags. Okay, and then we need to restock on small box bags. And then we need small box bags, Kato, and more big bags. Okay. All right. I've been trying to avoid the late nights, but I think we're in for it for the next little bit. Okay, so let's start with the large box bags. I did bring in large box bag interiors that we can swap. I'm going to move all of these fabrics back here that I was going to actually use anyway. And then I brought in the box of, okay, these are cuts for like stash busting. I think they're mostly for bookmarks and stuff like that. But I do have the box of handles, actually. It was the big thing. Okay. This is intended for large box bags, Kato, and big bags. I don't think a small box bag is going to work from that fabric. Same here. This is a large format print, so that's going to be big bags. This is a large format print. Large box bag and Kato and big bag. Same here. This is small. This is going to be small stuff. This is large. This is itty bitty, so this is going to be for stuff like small box bags and etc. This is an everyone one, so we're going to move it over here. Dragonflies obviously need to be made because they're cute. Do not fall over, please. Whoop. Everything else crashes. Not like fabric. Oh my goodness. Fabric can crash, but like it's not that spectacular. Do you know what? There. Then I have all the room I need. We can prep from this box as well. Some of those are definitely not intended for any bags now because we don't have the cuts anymore. So this is going to be the bin for stuff, and this is going to be the bin for other stuff. I don't even know. Something. It's empty. We're good. We got a new bin. Okay, this is going to be large cuts. Oh, so there's actually 2 of those. Okay. This is intended for Kato and larger cuts as well, even though it's like, well, it's a fat quarter, so whatever. Okay, I think most this whole pile pretty much is like fat quarter and half yard cuts. So I'm just going to move it into the like Kato / something cuts. Okay. Here is all the large box bag. Oh no, that's a Kato cut. Ding. Ding. Okay. So Kato interior. looks like this is probably a Kato interior then too. Kato interiors. Sweet. That looks like it might be a large box bag that just hadn't been cut yet. Yes. So this needs to be trimmed in half. So what we're going to do is the fact that I've got wisteria black cats here means that wisteria black cats need to be made. And so that's what we're going to do. There's one set of wisteria black cats ready to go. And there's another wisteria black cats ready to go. And I'm pretty sure the handles are in that bin that's right here. Oh, those are not, still not. What? Are these just larger cuts then? What is going on? Those don't match. I feel like they're probably deeper cuts then. Or they're just not. What the heck is going on? What is going on? Okay, well, no, we're not shorting bags today. So we're going to convert those into Kato cuts, I think. Okay, so all of these are going to become large box bags. And maybe some big bags as well, but we'll deal with that later. What are you? What are you intended to be? You are definitely large box bag cuts. You are large box bag cuts as well, right? Check it against this one so we're not shocked if it's not. Yes, those are large box bag cuts. Okay. This is an large box bag exterior, and this is a large box bag exterior. And then the rest of those will be interiors, I think. Yes. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to match up a lot of what we've already cut or intend to cut, or we'll cut, and then we'll that's a big bag. And then we'll make stuff. That's how this happens, right? So, but basically we'll pick from this pile first is what I mean. And then we'll go in and do any other interior cuts we need to do. The fact that this stuff is already cut is actually really to our advantage because it means that I don't have to take this step before doing the next round of bags. Okay, yeah, those are all large box bag cuts so far. Large box bag cuts here, large box bag cut here. Right, yep, and then this is a big bag cut, or at least we can make it a big bag cut. All right, so we've got a lot of interior cuts for box bags here. We've got some box bags ready to go here. Got stuff that we need to sort handles out of, so let's dump that and see what we have going on. All right, we already have handles for these, which means that they're probably in the small box bag bin. Okay, this is the wrong way to do this. Mentally, I'm not prepared for that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, a lot of these are going to be in the small box bag cuts, which means that is not something that we're focusing on today, so let's just ignore them for now. Shh, we're just going to ignore that. What we're looking for is stuff like this. There we go. So there's a handle for that. That's nothing yet. Although I do know that the bunny fabrics are down there, so we're going to throw it in the bunny pile. I'm pretty sure those are both used up. Pretty sure those are used up too. But you know what? We're just going to throw it in the bin. And then I'll have it for later because who cares? There we go. Because who cares? I'll just deal with it. Okay, that's a small box bag cut. Ooh, there's what's this? Oh, that's a 10 by 10 cut for eyeglass cases. Okay, so these are eyeglass case cuts. That is an eyeglass case cut or a lined drawstring bag. Lined drawstring bag. That's a handle cut. That is a small box bag. That's another sushi cat. Oh, actually, no. That is going to be that's a big bag that's been on order as well. Although that cut does make a small box bag. So we'll debate about that for a little bit. I'm going to set that one aside. There's handles. handles, handle cuts, handle cuts. That looks like that can become a lined drawstring. That could be a small box bag if it's got a handle. Look at that. Small box bags. You had a cut in here for handles, I think. Oh no, that was the blue one. Okay, that is a pre-made, and then there's a purple and a red for those ones that we set aside over here. This is citrus. We do not have any more citrus that can make any box bag cuts, so this is going to get pulled. The same with the blue. I think we decided, what did we decide with this? I think we decided that we were going to make notions, pouches, and needle stashers, maybe? Something like that. This is a big bag cut, I think. That's what it looks like to me. Oh man, I am ready for a nap. I don't get it. I don't get why when I come on stream I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. It's time for a nap. Pancakes. Okay, I think that we've used up all of this fabric besides the one that I just pulled, but you know, we'll make sure beforehand. A lot of these cuts that came off the eyeglass cases can actually get used for those pencil pouches that we just did. And actually the same for a lot of this stuff that's in here as well. Okay, you are very large. Hello, what are you supposed to be? You look like you could actually be a kato cut if we swing this right. You're wide enough. And pretty close to tall enough too. Okay, okay, I see you. Okay, this, haha, there's the Maiko for this bag, and then there was also the large box bag, so we'll throw that all over there. And then you are another cut for this. Excuse me. Okay, we got cats are back in town. There is more fabric for large box bags in the blue and the purple, so that's good because we can transfer them over. This is one that I do still have fabric for, so we're going to put it in the bin. I think we still have, if we don't have enough for like large box bags in a lot of these prints, we definitely have enough in like the small box bags. At least I'm going to assume I do. Who knows? We'll find out soon. We'll find out. Okay, those are all newer fabrics. I'm going to say with these older fabrics that I don't have it, and we're just going to redistribute it into another project. Because in a lot of cases, that's true. And in the cases that's not, it will take me more time to dig through and find the stuff than just to make another product and then to cut up whatever piece I have and to make more. So we're just going to say those are all used up. Will I curse myself in like 3 to 4 months? Yep, probably. But you know what? Whatever. Okay. I definitely know that I have more of those fabrics, all of those fabrics actually. I think the bare fabric has more in the bin underneath me. So basically what we've just done is I've distributed everything. This looks like it's supposed to be a kato eventually. That is a big bag cut. I thought I just heard a cat like smacking their lips. I see handles for more red of the wisteria cats over there. This is small box bag that's already got its stuff distributed. I don't know if, okay, I guess the sushi cat will probably be underneath as well. I guess we'll find out that out in a minute too. Okay, so what I've done is I've done a bunch of pulling of like fabrics from the shelf, probably more than I should have, because you know I never not overcommit. We need to focus on large box bags, and we need to and then what was it, large, small, kato, and then the big bag. So I think what we're going to do first is we're going to focus in on actually the large box bag and the kato because they're back cuts of each other, blah blah blah, and then we can go into doing the rest of it. In some cases that's not going to work. So like in this case where it's like what are these? These are like quarter yard cuts or whatever, half yard cuts. In the half yard cut cases, we're going to cut big bag and we're going to cut kato out of it because a fat quarter will not do, like if I have doubles, then we can do a large box bag out of this cut. But if I don't have doubles, then we'll just do the other two. And why that is because I cannot get the box bag handle out of the same cut as I can a large box bag and a Kato bag. So we could do a small box bag of the bugs, which I think would actually work quite well. So maybe we should do a small box bag, a Kato. But it's such a good print that like a big bag out of it would be super cool too. Don't think, just do, and I can't decide on that one, so out of here. Yeet. This one is going to become a Kato and a large box bag and a small box bag. What am I doing? I'm like, what am I actually doing? What am I trying to accomplish right now? Okay, I'm going to sit so I don't have to take that energy away from my brain, because apparently thinking is hard right now. I already have a bunch of cuts, so I shouldn't be cutting into more fabric. Okay. I did want to focus in on some of the florals. We will do that in a bit. That's fine. This is floral. There we go. But let's actually transfer over and get the cuts that I've already cut kind of figured out here. Okay. That will be a better, I think, I don't know, whatever. It's all gotta get sewn. Who cares? All gotta get sewn. Just do it. Okay, so we just discussed that I'm going to do all the Sassy Cat fabrics here. That's fine. The Myco fabric, and we've got a small box bag cut, and we've got a large box bag cut. Perfect. Okay, we've got handle cuts for, oh, that's actually that's the roses, not that one. Okay, Myco, small box bag, large box bag, and we've already got large box bag exterior or interior cuts. So we're going to put those two together. Yes, the handle is still free. That's fine, because that's going to go there. We have 2 navy, 3 navy, black cat, wisteria cuts. We have 3 navy, large box bag cuts. Now, yes, we're going to make all of those into large box bags. Don't question it, Katie. Just do it. I was like, I might make a big bag. No, just make large box bags. They'll look, you're going to look the best as large box bags right now. And we desperately need large box bags. I am not sewing all of those right now, though. So let's actually just do, because like I like doing duplicates for photo purposes, but I don't need to sew them all right now. Okay, so there's one. This, I'm going to keep the handles in the bin. If you are watching me later and I go, oh my God, where are the handles for this? They're in the bin. They're in the bin, Katie. You're allowed to yell that at me if I do that sort of crap. Which we're not going to put past my very tired brain right now, apparently. Okay. I almost should just... Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to throw the cuts on top as well. Yes, because then I can distribute the cuts into the bin that's underneath me, and hopefully we'll be happy. Wisteria purple. We've already got a handle sewn for it. It's right here. It just needs a lining and an interfacing on the lining. We have Wisteria red. Wisteria red also has a handle already. We're going to put it aside. It's like doing the formal Vogue presentation completely ate all my brain power today. I don't know what's up. That's Sushi Cat's handle. Sushi Cat's handle is going to go in the bin, even though I haven't even cut it yet, just because then it's in the bin. We have a small box bag of the Myco, which has already just recently been sewn, so we're going to set it aside this direction because then I know it's a small box bag. We have not sewn large box bags of the Hedgies or the dogs with newspaper headlines. So those are both going to get cut to make large box bags. I don't even know what that's doing here. In there. Okay. What's next? This is a small box bag for the windows onto stuff, and so we are going to do that one. We are going to make the tuxedo cat, and actually we're going to make that into a large box bag and a kato bag because it's back-to-back cuts. This is something. This is a kato. Okay. Kato. I need my shears, but we'll get those in a few minutes. Okay. There's the new handles for the windows onto the purple windows. Okay. And we'll figure that out in a minute. That is a handle for a different bag. This is a kato bag. We're going to stack kato here. I just shoved some stuff off because we're not going to deal with it right now. This looks like it's deep enough to be a triangle pouch if we want it to be, or we could cut it. Yeah, it is. Or we can cut it up into handles. So I'm going to set that aside right there. Planets are going to become small box bags. And I'm pretty sure its handle is there as well. So there's going to be 2 small box bags out of that. Right there. The Maiko are not getting used right now. Tuxedo cat on yellow will become a small box bag. Sloths. That looks like it's probably intended to be a large box bag. I need my measuring tools. Yes. Okay, because it looks like I cut 2 sets. Right, I remember doing that because we cut 2 sets. Whoever was watching at that point, we cut 2 sets so that we could do a large box bag and then another large box bag and a kato bag. So let's actually, yeah, because then I need the shears to trim it apart. There's a handle for the current set. There's a small box bag because I'm pretty sure we just made a small box bag of this. Yes. Pretty sure that's something that got listed in the website. That is handles. Okay, so we've got a small box bag of the sakura, which we have not finished, and we finished the small box bag of the cat faces. The cat faces will get set aside till later. A lot of the duplicates will get made into other things as part of it. Although sometimes they just get made just straight into the box bags that they were intended to be, or cut originally for. But a lot of times, like, that'll be a really cute, some of these will be really cute for eyeglass cases and stuff like that. So, all right, you got a bunch of handles here. Handles. These are all larger handles. We will be trimming them down to the new handle size because they don't, this older, larger handle size does not fit on the rack anymore. Okay, there is a, yeah. All right, these are all handles. That was just made in, that is listed as a small box bag right now, so set it aside. Capybara is super popular, so we're just going to double up on it. This dog one was already made into stuff. The hedgies, I don't remember the small box bag of that, so it might have already, what happened to you? What? You've been cut like I made you, but I do not remember making that one. Let's go check. Shopify, come here, Shopify. Did we make that one? Or is that one of those ones where it's like, I thought I made this and then I didn't? Or I don't, well, I obviously don't remember making it, so I know for sure that we got the tote bag of it done because yeah, it's just the tote bag because the rest of it's pick your own. Okay, so the hedgehogs need to be made into a small box bag. I'm also going to make these cats into a small box bag. We've got another, that's a large box bag because we already did the kato of it. There we go. We have not got a large box bag of the sakura on blue. Alice, right? Okay, so these are a bunch of the ones that we cut up and did the kato of already. So this actually works out well because it's exactly what we ended up planning with the back cuts, is now we can make all of these large into large box bags. Yay, it's like I know what I'm doing or something some days. Only some days at some very specific moments. Not very often. Oh, that's going to be spectacular. It's a large box bag. That's that nice, bright, vibrant green. That's exciting. Okay, And then we've got small box bag cuts for Alice, which will be fun because that's a really good print size. We've got the hedgies and this. Okay, the sketchbook dogs, I'm pretty sure. Hedgehog. Okay, but I think the the sketchy dog did not end up in the. No, it's not a hedge. She's sketchbook. I'm pretty sure that this one ended up already being made into a small box bag. Yes. Okay, cool. So that can be set aside. And there's the newspaper dogs. Sweet. Okay. And there is a ton of handles, which is good because I'm missing handles for this bag here for the Shiba Inu. So they go on top here. And then, yeah, so what am I doing? Or how am I doing this? That's already been sold. So we'll make another. This has just gone up, so we're not going to be worried about this one for a little bit. This one just got listed as well. Just got listed. And then we'll work a taco cat's sold already, so we'll remake it. Floral bunnies just got listed. We do not have the silhouette cats with roses yet. This one already sold, so we'll make it again into the small box bag. Just got listed, just got listed, just got listed. You both just got listed. Sweet. Okay. There's the Shiba Inu, retro Shiba Inus that need to be cut up into large box bags and Kato. Actually, no. They've already been cut into Kato. They just... Wait. No, they haven't been sewn into Kato yet. No. This one hasn't been sewn into a Kato yet either. You guys haven't been sewn into any of that stuff yet. This needs to be done. Kato and large box bags. So we're at the point now where we're into Kato and large box bags. Sweet. Okay. And Sushi Cats needs handles. All right. So that should be probably at the bottom of this pile is a bunch of stuff that will get made into other things. Because, yeah, the Shiba Inu have been made into small box bags, but we missed the handle. So we're going to need to take some of that handle fabric and make handles. That's right. Okay, this tuxedo cat is going to get made into small box bags as well. Right there. Windows. That actually looks, I don't know. Okay, yeah. And then this does not look, oh, that looks like a big bag cut. Right, and now we're into big bag cuts. Okay, big bag. Large box bag, Kato. Small box bag. This was a pick your own order, so now we're going to sew one for the shop. Yep. Small box bag. Small box bag. Handles. What can you become? You look like you should become a... Yeah, you won't quite work for anything. Okay, put you to the side for now. You should hopefully have an opportunity to get made into a bag. You are cuts for handles. You look like a triangle pouch size, excuse me. Yep. Okay, there's more handles. There's handles for the cranes. There is a Kato, and a small box bag. You look too small to be a box bag, but I don't know. You are. That's because you're a Kato bag. That's right. Okay. Okay, so this and this for sure are Kato bags that have been already cut and ready to go. They just need bottom blah blah blahs. That is soft non-fusible interfacing. You're a handle for back over here. And you are an offcut that I need to figure out what I do with later. And you are also an offcut that we'll need to figure out later. So you're going to go in the pile over here for now, and I will deal with you after. Okay. Then these are all cuts that are small. Are they usable by me? Not really. We'll put those in the scrap pile for now, and I might be able to use them later. You are a Kato, you are handles. Okay, are we ready to dive into this? I need my shears for this. Because a lot of these just need to be trimmed up. They don't actually need like rotary cutter yet. The next question is oh, whatever. There's really no other question. It's just like, just keep going on it, right? So some of these are missing their handles though, which is interesting because we just cut them. Like, where did they disappear to in the last 3 weeks? Not even 3 weeks. Oh, there's Sushi Cat and stuff like that. That's good. Okay. What I am thinking is maybe I need a little bit more caffeine. For a little bit of, like, brain processing up. Okay. Owls and this Sassy Cat are going to become Kato. I need shears. Unless there's a set behind me here, which there are not. And I've got what, like, we've got just over 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks to this show. So that's the other thing, is I need to just pare down what we're even going to try to attempt to finish. A lot of this is going to end up being stuff that was nearly done anyway, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, let me go grab my shears and a Diet Pop, and then we'll start in on the actual processing of like the thing. So I'll be like 2 minutes and I'll be right back. I'm going to put you on intermission so that you can see all the cool stuff behind my laptop right now. Okay, I've talked myself into cutting more. Mostly because I know that if I don't cut it, it's not getting made, right? So I might as well cut it. Damn it. Okay, we're gonna set these here like they've already been cut into kato. They obviously have not been cut into kato, but we'll come to that crossroads when we need to come to that crossroads. We need stuff for all of these. The taco cats, crepe cats have already out of shop. Gone. Bye. See you later. This one got sold at Embroidery. That's how long ago it was. This one I think got sold at Ancient Arts. This one went into the shop. We don't need to worry about that one. Obviously, we will restock these later. That's fine. That has not been made into a small box bag. This has not been made into a small box bag. Neither has this. Oh, this one is actually almost made into a small box bag. So it needs a handle. That's what it needs. Hedgehogs, capybara are super popular, so I will double up on it. Mostly because I also don't need to like sew two right now. This is floral, obviously. This is floral and cats, even better. This is planets, and we're just not even going to question it. We're just going to do two. That is going to be one. You've already got your handle fabric. We just need to trim it down because it's too big for the rack right now. This is cats and florals, so definitely cats and florals as well. And then the botanical circles was a custom order, so we will do the second one for the shop. And here's part of this too, is the thought process is like, I will end up needing these anyway because like we've got so many shows in April. So it'll just be a rolling stock right now because otherwise I'm just going to drown. We're going to cut this in half so that I know it's a big bag. Because, yeah, just line everything up proper. There we go. Doop doop. And now we got two big bag cuts that just need canvas bottoms. And that's going to be, actually that's going to look really nice because it means that the bottom won't get stained as easily either because it won't be the, like, this won't be the bottom. It'll be black canvas, I think. This is another big bag that's already ready to go. Actually, it's not quite ready to go. It needs to be cut down widthwise, but that's okay. Big bags are on the bin down here. If I go, where are big bags? Again, yell at me. Katie! They're down there! What are you doing? I really don't know. Okay, these look like they're actually large box bag cuts that are intended to also be kato cuts. This, I know for sure, is already a tote bag, so I'm not worried about it. Did you become a tote bag? I do not believe you did. You did become a... became something. Okay, I gotta check my bin out there because I do know there are some that got missed because I ran out of time before Embroidery. That's basically what happened. This is a new cut, so we're going to go with it needing to be a kato and a large box bag. I don't know why it's over there. We're not going to ask because honestly, like I said, I think doing that formal Vogue thing, it has sent me for a loop and I don't quite understand why. Okay, we flipped that because that's a small box bag. Is that a small box bag? It's a small box bag. That's not why we flipped it, but we'll take it. These all need to be cut down because they are too wide. So we're just going to throw it over there. This is a large box bag. It just needs a lining and interfacing. I already have linings cut because most of these were intended to be made before Knit City, or some of them at least. And they didn't get missed. They just, again, I run out of time every time. Doesn't matter what show I'm doing, I run out of time. So, and we're going to do the exact same thing this time. But the nice thing is if I do a crap ton of cutting right now, I don't have any dither time between shows. It's just like, okay, go to the next thing. So that's what we're trying to accomplish right now. I just realized that that's what we're trying to accomplish is it's like I'm 2 weeks out from my next show. We know for sure we need large box bags. That's easy to see. But if I stop and have to think between shows, I will just freeze. So even though this is like apparently taxing my brain right now, it shouldn't, but it is. We will go in and we will make the selections now, and then I can just sit down and all I have to do is, okay, I'm going to sew this today, and then I'm going to sew this, and then I'm going to sew this. That's what we're trying to accomplish right now. At least that's what I'm telling myself. I don't know. I'm making this up. Is everyone having a fantastic weekend? I actually am not having a bad weekend, although our eldest, my husband said that they were just complaining that their ears were sore, so that's not good. They woke up with a fever last night, so I'm like, oh no. But it just means that we need like a rest weekend, which when do we not need a rest weekend, really? Although it does mean that I'll probably be on for another half hour to hour, and then I'll make sure that we get outside and get some fresh air, because I think that's actually going to be the most beneficial thing that we can do. That needs to become another large box bag cut and a kato cut. So let's just do that now. Don't pause, don't think, just do. Come on, Katie, just do. It is also glorious weather. We were supposed to have friends out, or I was supposed to have some of my friends out tomorrow. But yeah, with the eldest having a fever, sniffly noses and stuff like that, it would definitely be like, hey, so I don't know what you want to do about this. I don't know when they don't have sniffly noses. Well, apparently I have 2 sets of those. Okay, so that is, we're going to do a kato and we're going to do a large box bag. We got the large box bag here. We just need the handle, so I don't need this cut. This is excess. We're going to fold it up and put it over here with the bin. And then we're going to grab a lining. Apparently we're going to need to cut a lot of white lining. Hopefully, oh yeah, I've almost got a full bolt of white. Okay, good. Because having to order lining right now would suck. Thank you. Good point. We're keeping the handle. We'll keep the handles in the bin. But yes, thank you. That's right. It's not too bad right now. Because I'm folding up the pieces together here. But you're right. Once we get, we'll start using clips once I get the handles sewn. That's what'll happen. Then we'll clip the handles to the bag. And then we'll do the zipper. That was the other thing. You're right. We discussed that the other day, I think. And when we start cutting the kato out, I will also clip everything together so we don't lose it. Because what was I just complaining that I lost? I lost something. When am I not losing something, though? And my brain. But yeah, we'll clip everything together afterwards. Oh, that's the kato cut. Kato, you're the big large box bag cut. And then I'm pretty sure, so how am I, actually that's a good point. We're going to go through and match as much as we can with the linings that we already have. Then we'll go into the bin and we'll pull out their stuff and we'll clip it to the bag. Yes, because then when I go to cut interfacing, yeah, whatever. Well, yeah, you're right though. We will clip it to that. White or beige? White. Pretty sure I did the small box bag with white. This needs to be trimmed. Oh, that one does not. Okay. But yeah, the next step will be, actually, so yeah, what we'll do is as we're cutting interfacing and adhering it, we'll clip everything together. And then we'll go out and we'll select all of our gorgeous zippers. Okay. Cat silhouettes. Oh, what am I doing? I don't even need to pull these apart. I can just trim their edges and then we'll pull them apart afterwards. Okay. So fold 1, 2, 3, Yeah, because I actually don't, the bunny fabric probably must be in there. Hopefully it's in there. Also just realized I threw a bunch of handles actually in the cubby. They're with the fabric they're supposed to be with. But they should be in the handle bin. Oi, oi, oi. Okay. We'll get into the groove. For some reason I'm out of the groove. But we'll get there. Okay. Cat silhouettes. Bunnies. Bunnies need white. Okay, so are you actually large box bag cuts? The eternal question, are these actually large box bag cuts? They are. Good. They looked like the right size, but you just better to double check before I cut them in half. Okay. Get out of here so I don't cut you too. There we go. Then we can peel this back. There's the Kato cut. There's the large box bag cut. Flip, flip, flip. And the lining. Although I'm extremely glad that I ended up finding all these interior cuts, because this does actually, even though I've got to go through and match them all up and everything like that, it does actually save me a significant amount of time versus having to cut all of these new. Now, granted, we're going to have to go in and cut the Kato bags new, but whatever. Hello, why are you already cut? Because we made the Kato out of you already. That's right. So I found a new supplier for leather cord. It was like $50 cheaper overall. The whole order was $50 cheaper, which is a significant savings. There are also larger spools. There are 100-meter spools, which is so good because it means I don't have to order as often, hopefully. Well, that's basically what I was ordering anyway, but now I only have to make, like, it all comes on one spool rather than having 2 plastic spools of 50, which is much better in my opinion. They came in this week, so now I should be set for leather up until Knit City, which will be good. Okay. We've got Sakura. This could go either way. It could be beige or white. In this case, I'm selecting white. Alice underneath is definitely beige because opening up a black bag onto a white lining is not fun. Oops, that needs to be trimmed too. Okay, it's a good thing I grabbed my shears. Dun. And actually, I was just realizing we should probably move the zippers in here, because then I could just cut. Not like that ever actually works. I'm like, I could just cut everything in here. But how often do we actually end up cutting the webbing in here? Speaking of which, we also need to cut more big bag webbing, because we have those big bags that were left behind from the making last time. So maybe that's what we'll pull next, actually, since we got more big bag material to cut right there as well. And I need to double check to find out if we need to do those newspaper dogs. I know for sure we don't need the hedgehog dog, or the hedgehog dogs. The hedgehogs are definitely already a tote bag, so they don't need to become a big bag. But there's that tuxedo cat as well. Whatever, we'll figure it out. It'll all happen slowly. Ugh. Alrighty, there we go. Capybara. This one, which is glorious. I really like this print. So hopefully, well, it's sold well so far, so I'm not the only one who likes this print, which is awesome. Okay, now we're getting into the, I will need white lining again. Okay. So the crochet bags will need white lining. And do you know what we're going to do? We're just going to do a count right now, because we're sitting here. Large box bag, white, beige. And then we don't have to do the large box bag count again. And we don't, oh yeah, the beige will be afterwards. Okay, so these are getting made into a Kato and a large box bag. So we need 2 white, large box bag. We need, And if I was even smarter as I'm being right now, we will also write down what we need for Kato while we're at it, since these are back cuts. I don't know why I wasn't doing that before. Bleh. Yeah. Whatever. That's pretty straightforward to do. So, but since we're already here doing these, I may as well do those counts as well. All right. Okay, so there's a Kato, and there's a large box bag that needs white. Large box bag that needs a white lining, and a Kato. Zoom. This obviously is going to be a beige lining for the cats, so we can pair it up right now. I feel like, oh no, I only finished the small box bag in this. That's right. I did not do the anything else in this yet. Ugh. Right, so Katie, when you're cutting these, make sure you cut the edges. I do want to know where my cutting studio shears are, because these are my sewing studio shears. I know it's literally right there, but it's like there's the working theory is that you should have your tools in zones, and when you can afford to have multiple sets of tools, you set up the different zones. I wasn't necessarily supposed to afford 2 sets of shears, but I kind of was forced to because I missed, well, I didn't, they weren't gone, but I could not for the life of me find the other shears. So now I have 2 pairs of shears, which is fine. Just means that I've got more even distribution of use, right? But yeah, apparently the cutting studio shears walked off. They're probably in the sewing studio, tucked under something. Who knows? Okay, so we need a beige for the beige Kato, and a white for this one. And then we need another white and another white for laundry cats here. Okay, there we go. And hey, I'm working through the pile of bags that we had cut originally. And it's like, ooh, got a bunch to work through. Okay, lavender. Oh, we gotta decide if these are gonna become Kato bags. That's right, because it's like, will you have enough Maiko to make the cost worth it for a Japanese fabric? Okay, let's see. Oh, yes. Okay, look at that. There would be one right in the center there. What about on the back? If I was to do the back. Doop, 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 doop. Yes. Okay, so we're going to make Kato and large box bags out of these. I did not know if we were going to do that or not, obviously, until just now. So we're going to need a white large box bag, a white Kato, and then we're going to need 2 beige, and we've already got the beige here for large box bags. All right, make sure everything's mostly evened up here. By the way, the update is in the shop if you're looking for anything that I've kind of been teasing over the last few weeks, months. And then the next update for the stuff like the planner pouches and the notions pouches and all of that will be post-April. I have not decided on the actual update days because it's going to be dependent on how I survive April and what we have for stock left after all the shows. That's actually going to be the bigger determining factor, is like how much will be restocked. If you are in these streams and you ever see anything that you're like, oh my goodness, I gotta have it, I am more than happy to do that. That actually saves me a significant amount of work versus having to photograph it and everything like that. Everyone's like, but I don't want to take it off your stock. It's like, no, I will sell it to you before I even have to photograph it. Please save me the work. But yeah, so if you've been watching and you're like, I need something before it goes to a show, please just let me know. I'm happy to do that. But otherwise, the stuff that's been worked on outside of notions pouches and planner pouches in the last week is in the shop. So the Kato and the big bags, and actually, surprise, surprise, I got all the Obi bags also photographed and listed. So the only thing that hasn't been listed so far out of the stock from last year has been the wallets. That's mostly because I got to figure out how to actually satisfactorily photograph it. Like, I've got a really good setup for all of the project bags and everything, but now it's like, okay, how do you photograph a wallet in detail? So we'll get there. That'll probably be, I've got an actual like kimono event. Did I already count these in the cuts? Yeah, if I've got a couple extra cuts, whatever. Oh, I did. Yeah, well, one extra cut's not gonna be the end of the world. And actually, if the counts come different, then yeah, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, what was I rambling on about? I don't even, whatever. Obviously, it doesn't matter that much. These have been big bags. I think they're going to be popular enough that even if I repeat the large box bag and the Kato, we're fine. And when I'm thinking about what's in that whip box out there, it's only the small box bag. And the only reason the small box bags are still out there is because we lost the handles twice. But I have more fabric to cut handles from, so we're fine, right? Yes. I'm going to find those handles in 6 months and have to make them into bookmarks. Oh shoot, I do actually need to go through the bin that's down here underneath the desk, because I think there is actually handles in there. Okay, we'll do that later. That's fine. Obviously, we're not matching everything up today. We're just going to do what we can. This is do as much as I can, as fast as I can, basically, right now, without losing my mind. Okay, that needs a white lining. White lining, please. And then you need a Kato, and you need a white lining. And you need a white lining. And you need a white lining. And the bottom one is also going to be a white lining. Alrighty. Hey, at least we're saving some time on this section of it, because we're just going to go through and do this as we're prepping, which I appreciate. Future Katie thanks past Katie already. Alright. The last of it. You've already been made into... Okay, this is one of the Kato that got missed, because I actually ran out of leather to put into it. Now that I have it, it's just going to go into show stock for April, and then we'll get it on the website if it doesn't sell. Okay, this was made into a large box bag for that custom order. Now the question is, do we make another large box bag, or do we make it into a Kato? And I think the answer is Kato. In fact, I'm still debating. That tells me it should be large box bag. Katos have been more popular. Alright, give me your opinion, what you think this should be. Should this be a large box bag, which would look like this? Or should it be a Kato bag, which would look like this with a charcoal canvas bottom? Weigh in. I'm going to wait on that one. The Sassy Cat here is going to be a Kato bag because, hi, super cute. I don't know why that one was easier to decide, but whatever, I will take it. Beige. Windows onto Japanese Gardens, also going to be a Kato bag. Again, I don't know why that's easy to decide, but it's going to happen. The rest of these, I don't need to make a decision. So please just weigh in on Botanical Circles and let me know what you think. We need a white lining, a beige lining, and this one I did in a white lining in the small box bag, but we're going to do it in beige for the... Wait, no, I'm seeing it against the beige right here. It needs to be white. Okay, so three more large box bag white. 3 more, 2, 3, Kato white, 1 beige white. Okay, or 1 beige large box, Kato, 1 beige Kato. Okay. Probably what I should do for that botanical is I should just cut a kato and cut a large box bag. But you know what? That's a hard one, actually. I don't know. Let's do the kato because it's been more popular. The large box bags have been popular when I've had stock. Kato's more work. So it'd probably be more guaranteed that I would get the... oh, and then we need one more white for these guys as well. White. Probably more likely that I get the botanical circles done as a large box bag. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll figure it out. We are going to make that bugs into a kato and a big bag. I just decided that, though. Okay, that is actually everything that was already cut when I sat down at the table. Hey, so we're doing something. It's amazing what you do when you sit down to actually work on stuff, Katie. Okay. Kato. And more kato. Oh no, that's large box bag pile. This is going, oh, that's going to be a really cool large box bag because, like, so on the small box bag, it unintentionally went in kind of the gradient with the flowers, and it's going to do the same thing on the large box bag. So most of the flowers are going to end up on the back, but it's going to like transition through on the front as well. So it's going to be like almost like a gradient of floral, which is really cool. It totally unintentional. I don't think I could actually get that effect even if I planned it. So, but I will take full credit for it because it looks amazing. Actually, that's a good point. I wonder what... Actually, it's going to work out pretty well on the kato, too. So this will be the kato cut here. Oh, yeah. Sweet. That's going to look amazing. And then we got this neon fleur, which we decided is going to be a white lining. So it goes over here. And this one goes in the kato cut. And then this one goes into the white, or to the kato. Zippy zip over here. Then foldy fold and zippy zip here. We did it. Okay. This is going to become a kato. Screw it. That's the decision. Kato. Caffeine. Okay, we have a massive stack of large box bags and we got a massive stack of kato. What else do we need to do to like convert these? I think we should do, so I think, like I said, I think we should go through and actually do all the cutting that I need to do, basically. And then when I'm in between shows, I can just sit down and sew and not have to think about it. So we're going to cut more than I will be able to accomplish, which is fine. That's kind of the point. But then I can just keep rolling with it. I am going to do a couple offcuts of like, are you intended to be a box bag or a, I think actually, yeah, it doesn't matter because it's not cut down to big bag status yet. So the Tuxedo Cats is also going to be a large box bag and a kato cut. So we need another beige kato. And then, oh, and then it can have the cute little paw print pockets. Yes. Yes. It's going to be super cute. Okay. Yeah, because the next step for this is going to be interfacing and then the handles. I just realized I don't know if there are handles cut for this, but we will figure that out after. And then, because then we can clip everything together as it gets interfaced. That's probably the easiest way instead of having to constantly clip and unclip. But then it is also contained together. Sweet. And look at that. We actually have all of the lining for the beige ones so far. Excellent. All right. Where are we at? Status check-in. We need to cut all the lining. Oh, that's not that many white linings. It's like 5, 10, 11. Okay. And those are handles. Handles will be matched in a minute. We should actually look at, there's a couple cuts there that could be exploited to make stuff, including these guys. Off the cable. which will fit into the floral theme that we want. Cranes, which will also fit into the floral theme. And I see that their cuts are there. Come here. There we go. Stuff is just getting pulled out and pushed everywhere. Okay, good. Good enough. There's the sushi cat probably to match. And there is some black cat with bows. I bet you the black cat with bows would actually... Yes. Okay, so that disturbing noise was the fact that this will cut down into a kato bag quite nicely. Do I need to make another kato bag? Probably not, but whatever, it's cute. There are also big bag cuts of this that just need to end up having their bases put into them. Okay, so it's that. Oh, perfect. Okay, so I can cut it. Yeah, okay, that's how we'll cut it down. Okay. Okay, so those are going to go into... Ooh, the black one might be the only one that can. I don't think this one can. 30. No, but that might make a cute mini wallet. Okay, so that's going to go back on the shelf because I don't know about that one yet. Suspicious. That looks like it will be not a small box bag. Anyway, there is handles for these guys in here. And then the question is what do we do with a drunken sailor? I think this is a large box bag cut. Yes, it is. Okay, so I think in this case, normally I was hesitant about making a kato with this, but in this case we're going to make a kato with it as well as a large box bag because it's the last cut, we may as well. Okay, so this one needs a white, beige, white, beige, white, beige. The navy will definitely be beige. So then the purple I think will be white. Sure. Why not? Okay. So cut these both down because we for sure have handles there. And this isn't really good for anything else. I could make big bags, but I'm pretty sure I've already cut down big bags for it, so it's fine. Even if not, it's going to make a spectacular large box and kato bag. All right. Doo-doo-doo. Come here, my pretty. You are going to be a gorgeous large box bag. Zoop, zoop. Ding. And you're going to be a gorgeous kato. Again, typically our decision, good Lord, it's me. Just me. I'm the one doing this. Apparently all the voices in my head that I talk to like figure stuff out and apparently hum to probably are trying to grab my attention. I don't know. Anyway, I don't even know where that thought was going. It was going somewhere, but apparently it's lost now. That's fine. And there are... Oh, that's a small box bag. Okay, so this is the last of this fabric. What can you be? I'm pretty sure I saw your handle in there. You 100% could be a large box bag, and let's say screw it with this one since it's the last cut too. And okay, so if I do, we get this guy at least, which would basically sitting on. Oh, and then yeah, look at that. Okay. So kato and a large box bag cut there. And then we're gonna have similar with this cat. I definitely saw a handle for this one in there as well because I was like, oh, this is for this, but it was not. This is actually quite a bit taller, so it's larger. So how much larger actually? This might actually make another, so a large box bag plus, oh, it's not quite. It's enough to make a scrunchie out of or something though, so that would be fun. Okay, so let's cut these two down. And then there's some more kato and large box bags. I'm going to line them both with white because this blue is not really dark enough, and then the lavender, whatever. We could also make a grime guard out of that. That might be fun. Okay, 2 kato, 2 large box bags. white. I don't know why I flipped it, because that was already on the side that it needed to be cut, but all right. Saskets. All right. That is a good paring down of what's actually still in the cubby for this. Where did I chuck all the white cuts we did? Right there. Good. Kato. Large box bag. And Kato. Excellent. Okay, now there is space under here to put all the bags that currently have lining, which is awesome. We actually have a number already paired up, which is amazing. There's a bunch of small box bags. We'll deal with those afterwards. And those can go there. All right, now, what are we doing next? I don't know. What are we doing next? That pile is white, large box bags. The pile on the floor is stuff that I want to cut down. We are going to cut, I know this is completely off track, but we're going to cut that mini NCW. And see how it looks. Yeah, let's do it. Actually, I just saw floral fabric that would work for a cut. Oh no, this one's already been cut for a Kato. This actually looks like it was cut maybe for a big bag before we were doing the bottoms for it. Yep, look at that. That actually needs to be seam ripped so that I can put the bottom on it. Basically what will end up happening is, actually that means that I probably could end up cutting an NCW out of it from the other side. Cause let's see. All right, that is the flap front. That's the interfacing, and this is the body. And it's cut on fold, so I'm just going to pretend that this is folded. Oh, and then we need to also cut. So there's the mini zip pocket. And then we would need interior fabric and stoof. Okay, well that's something to think about. Am I going to distract myself with this right now? I shouldn't. So we're going to just set this back for that for later. There we go. Let's go in and do some of the other... maybe let's do the... Okay, I see one fabric that we're not going to cut, which we've already done because we've already done the bunnies. So it's just going to go back on the shelf. Get in there. We've got these bunnies, which went with me to like Knit City and then didn't come back because they sold. Okay, let's debate on that one. I think those would make some good Kato or some good things. I do want to cut this for small box bag and stuff. This would make a really cute Kato and large box bag. A little bit too much print going on maybe for a big bag, but we'll decide that in a little bit. It just got really cold in the basement and I do not know why, because it is not cold outside right now. Interesting. Alright, to make this easier on us, i.e. you listening to me ramble on and me trying to make my decisions for the day, let's just cut the smaller amounts of fabric. This is a larger amount of fabric. Smaller amounts of fabric mean the like half yards and the fat quarters that I have. Alright, so we have 2 of these cuts, so I'm going to cut this one down into, actually I think we might have more of these. I'm going to cut this one down into a Kato and a large box bag. And then the other one we're going to cut down into a small box bag and something so that we can have handles from the other cut. Because basically what happens is, again, it's like a back, the Kato is a back cut of the large box bag, blah, blah, blah. But I can't use the half yard or quarter yard, whatever this is, half yard, half meter cuts to make the, it makes it, there's not enough fabric to make both bags and a handle for the bags out of 1/2 yard. There we go. That's where I was trying to get. So I'm going to do a beige Kato. This is a Dobby fabric, so it's got that slubby warp and weft, which is really fun. It's a very lightweight fabric as well, so that's nice. Then this is going to be a large box bag paired with that beige lining. And then the other one we're going to cut down into a small box bag. And we're actually going to do our counts right now so that I don't have to... Ooh, hello. You are two extremely different... Ooh, what happened here? Okay, it is a generous fat quarter at this point. Almost could actually make the handle out of that. That's insane. Okay. We're going to trim it down to match the lining fabric because this is too much fabric. I know that they cut them quite large in North America as well, so that when you wash them, there's like the shrinkage doesn't really, like it takes into account shrinkage. But I do find that Japan cuts theirs even more generous. It's insane. Okay, where did I decide that these went? Those are the ones that need to be cut still. Oh, they're on the box underneath me. Okay. Okay, let's do our... I know, I'm getting distracted, but we're going to do our counts for what we need for small box bag cuts as well for lining. And then we'll go in and cut the small box bag out of that fabric. So we need... Okay. White, beige, beige. I think this was beige. Sorry, it's very monotone apparently. White. We're going to do 2 beige for this one because it's cute. Beige for the red. I did the white for the micro forest and it looked good. We're going to do beige for that. White. 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 Beige, beige for Alice. White for the hedgies. White for the all the grannies things. Okay. So we got 2. We are not doing duplicates right now, so just 3, 4, except for this one, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 beige small box bags. White. Beige. How many did I just say? 11? 1, 2, 3. Jesus. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. That doesn't feel right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay, 9. 9 plus whatever we put in later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. Plus whatever we have later. That'll actually also help with the interfacing when we go to cut it. Although it's still better, I find it's still better to justify the interfacing to the actual lining pieces. So that's where that'll come in. This one's going to become another small box bag. And also the handles and maybe another Kato? Oh, big bag. That's what we can make from the back cut of this. That's what we'll do. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So now we should start the big bag as well on the back here. So big bag. White. Totally misspelled white there, but it's not like anyone can see, so oh well. Alright, let's trim this down. Clippy clippy, snippy snippy, there we go. Alright, and it is extremely tall, so, well, not extremely tall, but it is taller than I need or use, and everything is justified to this size. I wonder actually if I could get 2 small box bag cuts out of it then, since it is taller. Let's see. Nope, but I can definitely get a big bag out of it. So we're going to take this. We're not going to cut it down widthwise. We're just going to fold it up height-wise, like that. Going to chuck it over there. And then this one we're going to fold up so that we can cut it down to small box bag size, as well as the handle amounts. Sure. You're like, yeah, whatever, Katie. Just do your work. Why does she keep talking? Oh, there we go. Okay, so beige, small box bag there, and then ugh, it's sticking to me. Then we gotta do the smaller cut for the height because the interfacing does not like the stuff. And then so there's the two handles for the large box bag and the small box bag, and they're just gonna go into the handle box. And then we actually do have exactly extra, so I'm gonna turn this into a wristlet. I need another box. There's the other box. That's what that box is for. These are actual yardages. I'm going to ignore them for now because we're just gonna try and make it easy on my brain. Some days I just have to do that. I have multiple cuts of this one, so let's find out how many I have, and then we can figure out what exactly we're making. I also have a white version of it, so that's going to be a really good one as well. Strawberries are not it, so we got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the teal. Okay, and then 2 of the white so far. I think that might be the majority of the white. There's definitely more of the teal here. 5, 6, oh, and 7, and apparently they are mangled. I must not have ironed them. That is remaining yardage. Okay, yeah, I gotcha. Okay, and then that gets into more yardage, and not yardage, just cuts and yardage-ish. And then I don't know why these are here, but all right, you can't even be made into handles, so you go down there. That's leftover yardage. That feels like 2 cuts of the same fabric, so we'll deal with them later. Okay, and you get out of here. Okay, so total we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 2 of the white. What makes the white distinct? Just that it's white, pretty much. Okay, so I think we're going to treat this the same way that we just treated that red wave cat, because I do remember making small box bags out of this sassy cat originally in a different colorway, and it looked really good. Or we just make Kato. Okay, let's actually, okay. We're going to try with the white because we've only got 2 pieces of that. So that'll determine that. It's teal, whatever. We can basically make whatever the heck we want with it. Oh, look at this one. Oh, look at that one. There's so much personality in that cat. Ugh, and this is why we go to Japan for cat fabrics, because even the cat fabrics that I see now, like, it seems like it's gotten easier to find cat fabrics from North American, like, distributors. But just, like, oh, I don't know. The amount of personality in the Japanese cats is just cannot be beat, it feels like. Alrighty. Okay, so that's a good distribution of cats. If you, like, cut the drawstring channel here. And then that is an excellent distribution of cats on the back. Which also would mean that it's an excellent distribution of cats for big bags. Big bag? Big bag. There's a Kato cat right there. I want that. I want this cat with that squint eye on a Kato bag. Or hear me. There's also the cat loaf butt over here, which would look really good on a Kato too. And then that cat would look really good on a Kato. Okay, so I think I'm decided. We're going to do... Oh, that doesn't quite work. Oh, yes, it does, if I cut it a specific way. this is going to require some brain. Okay, so typically what I do is I cut large box bag cuts in half. Oh, there's a loaf cat. There's the loaf butts. Oh, but the problem with that one being over there is that if I cut the drawstrings on that side, I could cut the drawstrings on this side. And then you for sure get a full cat loaf over here. And then you get this cat on the kato, and then you get this cat on the kato as well. Along with all of this nonsensical cats. And then if you flip it over, and I've cut it down the fold for the big bag as well. Sorry, there's calculations going on in my head right now. Okay. Yes, maybe. I think I got it. One thing of kato from one thing of two big bags from here, 2 kato from here. And then the teal that we have over here will be used for other stuff. Yep, there we go. Okay. Just make sure, yeah, there's no more of these cuts actually in the cubby. Okay. So, now, this is not the kato. This is going to be the big bag. And this is why I don't typically use this big a print on a kato, because it's like, it is a lot of fussy cutting to make sure you get enough cats. But so if we cut it here, the big bag cat will be like this, and the big bag cat distribution will be this. So let's fold that over, and then when you flip it, the big bag cat distribution will be this and this. That feels like a good distribution, and you'll get most of this cat face and the cat tail. Okay. Yes, decided. Alrighty. So this needs to be cut down to there. So we're cutting on the fold, because if I cut here, actually that's a better cat distribution, because they already get cut off by the selvage. So let's cut down on this side. Yeah, that's a better decision. Okay, sweet. So here to here, and here minus here. There we go. I need my ruler. Let's flip it, because it'll be easier to cut it with it on the right side. Close the rotary cutter, Katie, so you don't hurt yourself. Closing rotary cutters is extremely important, so you don't slice yourself. Ask me how I know, or don't if you're squeamish. There's like the two most terrifying things in my studio: the rotary cutter and my sewing machine. And myself. But yeah, no, the rotary cutter is scary, scary, scary stuff. Okay, measure twice, cut once. We're good. We're good. Go. Excellent. All right. Yes, we lost way less cat that way, because realistically, yeah, this is cute, but if it's not on the bag, you're not missing out on much, whereas you're missing out on like the facial expressions if I cut it the other way. Now, one bag will have most of a loaf, and the other will have a lot more cats. Okay, now we're going to fold it up, and we're going to do we're going to just trim off this little bit of like manure, and then we're going to go up from there, or down from here to there. Excellent. We're not losing much at all. Actually, we're going to trim it in half right there, and then we'll do any of the trimming up on the bottom of it. There we go. Okay, so we need we need 2 white big bag cuts. We are not making both of them right now, but they will eventually both be made. Okay. There we go. Get the distribution right here. Dun dun dun. Good. Here to there. Then we'll trim this off, and that is like the best fussy cutting I've done in a while. Alrighty, let's go like that. And then all these strips that I cut off like this, if you're new here, these go to a friend of mine actually who stuffs her amigurumi with them. So they're not getting wasted. If they're larger strips, I'm keeping them because I do have a project in mind that should happen soon. So like this size of strip that is wider, this could actually be made into a wristlet at this point, I think. Yes, it is wide enough. So even though, like, okay, so what would you actually get out of it? Is it worth me making it into a wristlet, or do I just put it into the strip bin? That, my friends, is the question. You basically lose the detail, so I'll make this into strips for the other project. Okay, there is a big bag. So those are 2 white big bag cuts. Excellent. Now we get to mess around with the other white one for the kato. What is Katie doing? Overcutting for shows in April. Why is she doing it? So she doesn't have to think later. Basically, I can just pick up whatever I want to work on for the day. So with the understanding that I need to do large box bags first. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna cut the drawstring off first. Yeah. And then we're gonna cut the kato cuts out of it. The kato cuts are not as wide as the big bag cuts. So the kato cuts, we're gonna cut the drawstring on the fold. Because yeah, the kato cut goes to here. That's the width. And then it's going to be cut in half about here. So you'll get this cat, and you'll get this cat, and you'll get this cat, and this cat, and this cat. And then the drawstring channel will get cats as well. This is a very wide drawstring channel, apparently. All right. That's okay. Right? Because it's that to this minus another ½ inch. Yes. Okay, so that is the right width. So we're just, and then, okay, let me put it back to the right width, which is that, plus that. So the back cut, you're also going to get the loaf cat, and you're going to get the sassy cat, basically right, like this sassy look, right on the kato canvas line, and then there's a big cat here as well. I think that's a good cat distribution for both pieces. Then on this one, you're going to get the laying cat, the cat butt, this cat, and this cat butt, and a little paw action there. Alrighty. I feel good about that distribution. Okay. Oh, and then actually what we are going to do, actually, yeah, to make this a little bit, yes. Normally I don't cut down the selvage, but because we're using this for a kato and I'm being so particular that we get enough cat on here, I'm going to trim off at least part of the selvage. That's also going to go to my friend. And then we're going to redistribute it just a tick. And yeah, just because I am being so, yeah, there we go. So nitpicky on this one. I'm not normally this nitpicky, but like I said, this one is a little bit harder to cut just straight across for kato or big bag or whatever. All right, so we're at that line, which means we need to go down to this line plus a ½ inch. Okay, which is right there, right? Yes, okay, which means that that is not lined up correctly. We need to put that line there. Sweet, okay. So now we're gonna slice and dice. There we go. And then this goes this way. Then we're gonna do the same thing that we did for the big bag, and we're gonna trim it down to what is the normal proportions that I use, which are a little bit off versus what the kato actually calls for. But typically I'm like, I figured out that I'm able to use the large box bag as the like, or the large box bag cut is like, we can do the kato cut from it as well. And so basically I'm just making sure that stuff. Oh, although I just realized that might actually cut off. Oh no, you're not losing any of the important bits. That's right, because it's all from the top. It's all good. And having this like fray out of the way is going to help with interfacing and all of that a lot. Excuse me. So there is one side of the kato there. And then one side of the kato here. Super cute. One side of the kato here. And one side of the kato here. So that actually worked out very well. I'm pleased with how that got distributed. And then with this, we're going to match. So the cats are going to run the wrong way. But what we're going to do is we're going to, I just realized I'm going to need 2 sets of drawstring channels. So is there enough to just, or we'll just cut this in half then. Yes, and then we'll cut it down to width. So we'll do width first, and then we'll cut them. Yeah, okay. Cut them to the proper width, and then we'll cut them down to the bloody blahs. So we need 2 white kato. These probably will not get made right away, especially, well, at least one will, but the other will probably be a little bit of time, just because, again, duplicates are awesome when I'm listing online, not so fun when I'm doing, like, show prep. Okay. This one we are going to trim down the fray. If you're new to my products, I do make sure that all my bags, or all my fabrics are, well, exterior fabrics are all washed and dried before I make my bags, which means that there's a little bit of, you know, wonder at the top of the fabrics. So for this, because it's drawstring channels and all of that, we're gonna slice it down. A lot of the time I do just sew it in because realistically it's still extra fabric. As long as like I catch actual fabric, not a big deal. All right, I'm gonna just slice it right here because that is the point, and then we are going to cut it here. These are like very generous drawstring channels because they're actually about the height that they're supposed to be. Oh my goodness. Oh, that cat loaf got cut in half. That's okay. It's on an edge that's gonna get sewn into the bag anyway. There, done. We did it. This looks like it could become, oh, look at that kitty. That looks like it could become stuff. I also just realized I probably should go upstairs and make sure that dolls can, and the kids are still good. That is a bookmark. We'll cut the cat here. And then, yeah, I can do other stuff with it. Okay. So let's work through. So now that we know that we can do that, I'm going to put this one away because I'm not interested in getting that one done right now. That is the pattern for the mini NCW that we'll work on later. We're going to find out how many Shiba Inu toast butts. They honestly look like toast butts. There's like corgi butts in between toast slices. Yeah. We also have cappuccinos. And actually like sundaes, I think. Looks like sundaes to me. Nyan Nyan coffee. Okay, so we got one. This one's gonna be, that's gonna be a kato bag for sure. That's gonna be as much as it can be. Nice bright bows. I really like those fabrics. Strawberries. Strawberries. I know I've got duplicates of that. I do have more of that yellow one. There is all the sassy cats. So this one's gonna get cut down into multiple different shapes and sizes. Considering how long it took me to do these other ones, we might just ignore it for a little bit. These chocolate bars are going to get made into kato and big bags. That's super easy. Just got to do it. Same with the purple. That's a duplicate. So actually, will it work for large box bags? Yay or nay? It is interesting that this runs this direction, like along the grain line instead of along the selvage line. I don't get it, but I am checking to find out if it would be a good large box bag, and it would be a good large box bag. Okay. So we got duplicate. So there's a large box bag and a Kato cut. And this can be a small box bag, even though I wouldn't typically make a small box bag out of it. No. Yeah. Small box bag and a big bag. Small box bag, big bag, large box bag, Kato. Yeah, those are going to be the best cuts for it. Because then a small box bag will have like 2 chocolate bars. And I might cut that really fussy and make sure that we get 2 full chocolate bars actually. Because I can. Yep. Because then there's enough here for the handle. And if the back cut's a big bag, no big deal. You just cut 1 small box bag out of this. Got a little bit above, we got a little bit below. And we just make it work. Okay. So those will be that. That'll be a big bag and a Kato. This is going to be a Kato bag. That's what I just realized this one's going to be when I was pulling it out. Kato, and a large bag probably. Got a couple cuts of that. Okay, we also have, there's another of the Aqua Shiba. And that's a small enough print that we definitely need to do a small box bag from it. There's those cats. Kits. More cat Pacino. So that can go here. We got more of the blue Shibas. Or Corgis. They're not Shibas. They're Corgis. 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 They're Corgis. Keep it straight, Katie. More Corgis. Okay. And then there's some random florals. Okay, so I kept some back of this. We're going to keep that for wedge purses, and the other bloody blahs we're going to do with it. Wallets. That's the other bloody blah. The capybara should not be in that shelf because they're a yardage. And I'm like, I know I have more bow fabric. It's down on the floor. Eek. My mic is like, hey, you're trying to go too far. Just about there. And then what's left down here for this one? That's definitely a wallet fabric there. This, I'm pretty sure I know that there's handles out in the room, but we're going to ignore that. Okay, that's a yardage. It can go back on the pile. All right, so there's a lot of individual, that's got a duplicate. Okay, so this blue fabric has a duplicate. And then we've got more of the yellow bows. Sweet, that's what I wanted. More pink cat Pacinos. More of the teal cats. More of the cat coffee cups. More of the geometric. More. Okay, so this is going to go in for wallets and purses. Is that right? Okay, so it's going to go back on the shelf for now. And then this was kind of intended to be wallets and purses, but I really feel like this would be a really good Kato bag, especially since I only have 1 cut. So I think that's what we're going to do with this one as well, is another Kato. Oh yeah, and it's only, because it's only a fat quarter. So yes, we're going to do a Kato cut. Bloop, easy. Okay, although we will set it aside so that I can do the actual cutting of it. That's a purple, that's a pink. There's a blue cat Pacino. And because it's also a one-off, we're just going to make it a Kato. That is 2. This one is more of that half-yard cut again. So we'll make as much of it out of it as we can. It's puppy dogs with omamori. So there's dogs and Shibas, and I say that like Shiba Inus aren't dogs, but you know. Omamori are the charms that you can buy at shrines. And there's actually Torigate as well on here. There's a shrimp omamori. That's awesome. All right, so that's going to probably become a Kato and a big bag. Or Kato and a large box bag. Kato and a large box bag. Okay. I need a Kato and a large box bag pile. Wait, no, we can't do a Kato and a large box bag. It has to be like 1 and 1. Let's do a small box bag and a large box bag because that would be really adorable in that, especially for a small box bag. Yeah, that's what we'll do with it there. And then we've got Shiba Dango here, which will be and Daifuku. A bunch of like different foods. Let's make a... I don't know on that one. So we're going to fold it up and put it away. That's what we're going to do. There's one green of this. There's one teal. There's one popcorn. I thought that there was more popcorn. Okay, it's actually called popcorn, but there's dogs involved in the print. So I always think of it as popcorn, but it is actually popcorn. Okay, so there's only one of those as well. I thought I had more. Maybe it's hiding somewhere. That's fine. It can hide if it wants to. There is another crane cut down here. I was like, I'll lean over and get it. And then it's like, my chair is like, no, you're not. Huh, looks like we're going to be making another crane kato. All right, we'll do that later. I just realized that some of it might be in here. Nope. Okay. And I think that's the only one where I actually have these, like, who knows? They could be somewhere else. Doesn't matter. Don't know what I want to make with it, so we're just going to ignore it. This one, I'm pretty sure we're already making a large box bag in, or a big bag in. So let's make the other one into a kato. Yeah, because I haven't done a kato in this cut yet. No, we made a big bag out of it. That's right. Okay, so what are we doing? Where are the big bags going? Or the kato bags. That's kato, because those florals are going to become kato. I just found the other half, or the other piece of this cappuccino. We've got one cut of the green cappuccino, so let's... don't know. And that's fine. We don't need to make everything today. I do not feel like working with that fabric right now. That was intended for purses, so we're just going to keep it for purses. There's one cut of this cat fabric, so we are going to make a kato out of it, because why not? It's those navy calico cats. Kato, kato, kato. Kato the kato. Should be calling it kato, because hi. Cats. Okay, strawberries will be all the things because they're adorable. We've already got the majority of what I want out of this fabric, so we're going to ignore it for now. It's going to go over here. These guys are going to become wallets, so we'll deal with wallet cuts later. We already discussed what's going to happen with the chocolate bars, although that's already out of my brain. And I swear I had more of these fabrics, but apparently not. So we're going to make these into... What should you become? I feel like a large box bag and a small box bag is going to be the cutest in this. Except the lines on it are very daunting. Let's do... excuse me. Actually, for these ones that I'm debating about, I could do a kato and then actually use the fabric to make the pockets in it. Damn it, that's too good of an idea. Now I gotta think about it. Okay. I'll think on these. Okay, so this one has two here. And then the pink only has one, so we'll think on those two for now. Make it pink, make it blue. And then this one's going to be all the things that we've cut before out of the duals. Cut cappuccinos, same thing. Cats here, all these cat ones will be all the things. Excuse me. Okay. These florals are quite large. I intended... Oh, then they're only... fat quarters. Kato and a big bag. Kato and a big bag. Kato and a big bag. Big bag cuts can go here. Kato, because it's nice and bright. We already decided what we're doing there. This is becoming all the things that we can make from it, even though I intended it to be less than that. Kato and a big bag, because there's two cuts of it. And then whatever we're doing here with the pink one. I think this pink one, since it's like a half yard, should be a kato and a big bag. Can we do a kato and a big? Yeah, we can do a kato and a big bag. We've discussed this many times. Because then when we fold it up, you're going to end up with a lot of chocolate bars. Sweet. Okay, kato in a big bag. And then the same with this. Kato in a big bag and a large box bag and a small box bag. Right there. Kato in a big bag. Kato, big bag. Okay. Oh, these are... Okay, so these are fat quarters as well. So that's going to be a small box bag. Okay, small, large, because then we can do handles. Yeah. And then we got another blue, so we'll make a kato. And we got another blue, so we'll make a big bag. Poof. Okay. And box bags out of those cuts. 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to do large and small box bags and a kato. There we go. We're actually fairly well distributed right now. Whew. Okay. Okay, I think I am getting to the end of my actual like mental capabilities for this decision making. So I think I'll go until 4 p.m. It's currently 3:45 for me, or 3:43. So we'll go in and I will wrap up at 4 p.m. And then, yeah. Okay. These strawberries are going to become a kato and a small box bag because they are adorable. And then whatever these are going to become, kato, small box, large box. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. One's going to become a wallet because hi, adorable fabric for a wallet. Okay, more caffeine and then we'll get into these cuts. Oh, yeah. Oh no, it's a half yard. Okay, I'm like, oh no, it's only, okay, so what did I say? A kato and a small box bag? Yeah, because then the rest of the kato and a small, or kato and a big bag? Nah, kato and a small box bag, because that'll be adorable. Yeah, okay. Kato and a small box bag. So let's take the shears to it. This needs to be ironed before I actually use it, so we're going to put that away for now too. I do iron before I put it away, but apparently I must have missed quite a few of these pieces before I put them away. I probably hit a point where I was just like, and I'm done, and they just got missed. Like this piece. There we go, and that's how Katie pares down her decision making sometimes. Oh, you're more work than I need you to be right now? Get out of here. Oh, right, I'm not trimming down kato yet, except for the ones that had to be fussy cut. I knew I should have waited to fussy cut stuff, because it's like fussy cutting takes a lot of mental energy. So, we'll remember that. Alrighty. From there to here. Actually, I will trim down this edge. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Okay, that should have cleared out whatever was there, hopefully. Apparently I have a tickle in my throat after today, so. Alright, there we go. And then we're going to go up here. Okay, so there's the small box bag. I like how I was like holding my breath, like, if I breathe, I'll make a mistake. Although sometimes that's what it feels like. It's all that has to happen for a mistake to happen. Some days. Alright, there we go. There's the handle. And then we'll cut this down and we will make it into a wristlet, because why not? And then the strip that's left over can go to my friend. Strip pile, like, whatever, not gonna question it. All right, and then this one's gonna be a kato and a large box and a small box and a big bag. Yeah, we can do that. There's enough here to do that. All right, cut the Kato amount. I really like the red version of this, but the pink version of it's super cute too. I like the color of the flowers in this one better. The other ones, the flowers are like very mustard gold, whereas these ones are like green gold, I guess. Might be the best description. I don't know. But they're cute. Really, it doesn't matter. They're cute. They're both cute. I am, however, also partial to pink. So, that never hurts. Alright, I'm going to trim down the fray. Then we're going to trim this down to an actual large box bag size. I can't remember if we've actually done that with the other ones. Doesn't really matter. We can do it later. And then I need to trim down. No, we're not cutting down for Kato size yet. But we will trim down for big bag size, or large box bag size. Just so I don't have to deal with that later. Nice thing with this fabric is I do not have to worry about fussy cutting it, because it's just got fruit everywhere. Alright, so there is the large box bag cut. We need to make a... I haven't been counting, have I? Lovely. Okay, well, at least we got the majority of it. I also don't feel like we've cut a lot recently. That needs a white lining as well. Need 2 white linings for the strawberry, guys. Okay. Okay. Large box bag. Where's the large box bag pile going? Right, underneath. Except those already have their linings. Oh, they're buried. That's why. Oh, why did I throw the Kato cuts on the large box bag pile? Brr, 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 brr. Katie, don't do that. Okay, Kato. Bah. Bah. Bah, I say. And then also got a white small box. Okay. Cut this one down for handles and small box and big bags. Yeah. That means that we take the shears and we cut it in half. Okay. Small box cut. No, that can be the big bag cut. Sure, doesn't matter. This is the small box bag and the handle cut for the small box bag and the large box bag, and we're going to do a white lining for both of them. White lining, and then we need a white lining for the big bag. Okay. I am definitely ready for some sleepy time. Oh well, that just means I'll be ready for bed tonight. I think we had to cancel plans because it's sick kiddo. So I think since they're going to be mostly resting, I will come back on tomorrow as well. And we'll work through some more of this. Goal being that I will be at the sewing machine next week. I don't know why I just put that goal on it, because it's like it really doesn't matter. But we'll at least be doing interfacing next week. Let's put it that way. Yeah, we could be doing interfacing next week. That's where we need to be by next week. Realistically, I want to be on to large box bags by Friday. There we go. That's a good goal. So, okay. There they are, and then this can become a wristlet later. Over there with you. All right. And then this needs to become a big bag, which means a little bit more cut down, and then a trim down on the edge. Zoom. There. And over here. 1. Okay, and that's a strip for other stuff. Oops, I got tangled up in the phone cable. And then, no, you're good. I'm gonna fold it like this, because then we need the height be right. And then that strip will come off and we'll put that in the strip bin too. We're gonna have strips of like all different sizes, which is good. It'll make things varied. There we go. Actually, that's a larger strip than I was thinking, because I was like, oh, it's only going to be 1 inch, but no, it's actually 2. All right, over that direction. And there's a big bag cut. Okay, I want to get these cats in for sure. So decided they're going to be Kato and a big bag for now, because I've got 2 there for sure. Oh, the selvage on this is adorable. I just caught it out of the corner of my eye on the other one. And it's like, look at that. Little kitty cat with a heart. And apparently my phone's like, hey, you're not going to be able to focus. Which way do I go? There we go. Super cute. Fashion textile. Oh, interesting. It's talking about some sort of cat and fashion textile. Gakuin. Huh, okay. So the kanji here is saying that it's like some sort of cat thing with some sort of like master's program fashion textile. Interesting. That's cool. For at least for what I can piece together from the selvage. My kanji reading skills are not like be all end all. It's something that I actually, that's one of the big things I actually have to like practice here soon, is like my kanji reading skills. Okay, I'm gonna trim the selvage but leave a little bit for the seam allowance. Get out of here, selvage. Even though you are adorable, we don't work with selvages. Could I? Yes. Do I? No. All the power to the people who do, though. Because, my goodness. Okay. So we need that. And then we need that. And we're good, right? We're good? We're good? That. Minus that. Minus that. Minus that. Yes. Okay. Could I add it up? Yes. But the way that it works, it's better to deduct it than it is to add it. Alrighty. And then we're going to just kind of scooch this up a little bit, because okay, I'm gonna trim it in half, and then we're gonna trim the excess height, whatever's remaining, off the top, so that it gets all evened up like this. Chip, 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 chip. This is gonna look really, 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 really good with a black canvas bottom. I'm excited for it. All right, and then can trim 1 inch off of the top, so otherwise it's way too big. Like I said, it's already larger than what's actually called for in the pattern, but considering that's like the back cut of the large box, really I don't want to cut more of the fabric off. I may as well use as much as I can, but I also don't want the Japanese fabric to get larger than it already is. All right. So the nice thing is now I don't have as many questions about like what each of these fabrics is matched to either. So the whole clipping thing was to like mitigate that. But yes, we're definitely going to need it when I actually get to like pockets and things. Okay. Right. Okay, so I need to trim it this way. We're going to trim the fray on the top here so that it's not so like, and then we're going to trim down for the width, and then we're going to, so like that. So from there to here is the width. Excellent. Okay, and then that's a nice bookmark right there pretty much. Now we're just going to trim this in half. Does not feel wide enough, but it is. Like this way. I don't know. My sense of like size used to be really good, and now it's like once in a while it's like I catch myself out. I was like, oh, that's like not the right size, and then it's totally the right size. I'm like, really? Come on. Okay, I know I said I was going to go until 4, but this feels a good spot to stop because that cut is done. It's 3 minutes to 4. Really, I can't time it any better than that if I added more on. So I am going to say goodbye for today. I will look at the schedule and let you know on Instagram when I will be on next. Likely tomorrow. Likely tomorrow, and then maybe on Monday as well. I'm not 100% sure on Monday yet, but definitely back on Wednesday. So I hope you guys all have a fantastic night, and I will chat with you all really soon.